Good morning, Masters. I am just taking a walk this morning and I've been doing more waterfalls. One of the things that I noticed from that question that I asked yesterday, am I willing to increase the amount of time that I feel good? I noticed that there are areas of my life that I don't feel necessarily that I have given myself permission to be happy in, or to explore things like joy or peace or contentment or fulfillment. So I am basically opening myself up to a space where I feel I am giving myself that permission, or I am allowed to take those steps towards the happiness, the contentment, the fulfillment, the peace that I want for those areas. So I'm just gonna walk and do waterfalls. Part of doing waterfalls is that if you're doing them around anybody or with anybody, you share that space that you create becomes really vibrational and energetically charged. So if you want to just take a walk with me this morning while I do my waterfalls, then I would be happy to have you. So I am allowed to be happy. I am allowed to be happy and incredibly successful. I am allowed to be bold. I am allowed to be creative. I am allowed to be bold and creative at the same time. I am allowed to make money from what I love. I am allowed to make more money than I need from doing what I love. I am allowed to be incredible. I am allowed to be well known. I am allowed to put myself out there and be happy doing that. I am allowed to feel good about how I share myself. I am allowed to feel good about my message. I am allowed to feel good about the calling that's inside of me that is knocking on my body and trying to get out. I am allowed to understand what I see in others. I am allowed to pave my own way. I am allowed to successfully step into things that are unknown for me. I am allowed to do things for the first time and draw success from that. I am allowed to create things that have never been created before. I am allowed to make money off of things that have never been seen or done or known before. I am allowed to walk where no one has walked. I am allowed to feel things that no one has felt. I am allowed to explain things that no one has ever understood. I am allowed to understand complexity and intricacy. I am allowed to enjoy my relationships. I am allowed to feel good about my relationships. I am allowed to make other people feel good in my relationships. I am allowed to experience the depth of love in my relationships. I am allowed to experience creativity in my relationships. I am allowed to walk into the unknown in my relationships. I am allowed to draw success from my relationships. I am allowed to create people that never existed before in order to help me. I am allowed to draw parallels between myself and the world around me. I am allowed to help people by just being myself. I am allowed to understand myself. I am allowed to feel good about myself. Yeah, that was good. I feel very light and really incredible. So now I'm going to finish my walk. I hope that you feel allowed to do whatever it is that you want, because you are allowed to do all of those things, all of your desires. They're good for you. And yeah, I'll talk to you later.